Hello everyone, my name is Havian, and today I'm going to be playing some Warriors All-Stars on the PC. I do have the PS4 version as well, but right now I am going to be playing the PC version, since I'm pretty sure a lot of you are wondering what this game is like on the PC and how it performs, because we kind of know sometimes the KOEI TECMO games can be pretty hit or miss on the PC version, but it's safe to say from what I've played of this so far, it seems to be doing pretty well on the PC. I haven't run into any problems. It performs exactly the way you would expect it to perform on a PC. And before you start the game, I don't know if you can change the graphics settings in the game, but before you start the game, you can mess around with a few of the graphics settings. Maybe you can do it from the main menu, but you can change a few of the settings in there. Don't expect it to be as like robust as some other games, but it does what it needs to do. Like, there are a few options in there for people that do like to mess around with things like that, but as someone that's just playing at 1080p, I'm running it totally fine, and there hasn't been a hitch so far. But with that out of the way, I am currently in the main player hub. So I guess this, I don't even know what we call this area. Where I'm in town, okay? I'm in the town, and inside the town, you can use this area to I think it's called the Sanctuary. Yes, we are in the Sanctuary right now. I'm in the Sanctuary, and in here you can do a few things. Mainly they're going to be things that can enhance your character, but early on in the story, they kind of bring you into this area, and from here you'll be able to do things like upgrade your character, select quests for other characters, use the hot springs, upgrade your weapons, upgrade your cards. There's quite a few systems in this game. It will hit you with tutorials pretty hard as soon as you start the game, but it seems like there's a lot of systems, but those systems are pretty fun once you actually start to get a grasp of them during the gameplay. But I'll show you that in a bit. So right now I've got a few quests from a few of the characters that I've joined the party. Pretty much at the beginning of the game, you can start unlocking a lot of the characters. I'm not too far into the game. I'm probably about 4 hours, I would say. But I think I've unlocked all of the main gameplay systems, and I've given it enough of a go to give some sort of a first opinion of it, or some sort of a first impression. But you can see there's quite a few different options, or quite a few different kinds of quests you can pick up for different characters. I'm pretty sure I finished one for Sophie or Placta already. Yeah, I finished one for Placta, but now I've got to do a second stage of quests. But at the moment, it seems like I can only pick up 5 at a time. So I'm gonna need to finish my other quest before I can do that. Right now, we are following the storyline of this little fox girl lady. So we're following her storyline. Apparently there are multiple different paths you can pick depending on there are multiple storyline paths, and there are multiple endings, and I think the path you take depends on the character you pick at the beginning of the game. They'll give you a few characters that you can choose from. I happened to pick Sophie as my first character, and I ended up doing this storyline, but apparently there are other storylines you can do as well. So there you can upgrade your equipment. Over here, off there you can get your side quests. Over here you can speak to this dude, and he will let you level up your characters using the currency you gain from fights or from missions. So it seems like you can only level them up to the level of your this Placta picture. Placta, they really know how to angle their characters, don't they? This picture right here. But yeah, I think you can only upgrade your character upgrade the other characters to the same level as your highest level character. So seeing as Placta is my highest level character at the moment, I cannot upgrade any of the other ones to that point. But I can just level up them up to 14 if I wanted to. But I'm not going to do that because I'm still pretty low level. It doesn't take that long to level up the characters. There's no point in me pumping points into it just now. Then we've got the refinery. So when you're fighting in battles or when you're doing missions, you can get items called cards. They seem to drop at the end of certain missions, or when you kill enemies, some enemies can drop them, and those cards seem to have different buffs or different attributes affixed to them. And you can those different attributes do certain things. I'll take you through a few of them. So you've got, for each character, it seems like you can equip a card, but you can only equip a card that is of the same character. So I've got a Placta card. You can only equip Placta cards onto Placta. As of right now, I don't know if that changes further on into the game, but these cards will either have friendship gift adjustments. That I haven't got too deep into that, or I haven't seen too much of that system, but it seems to be something where they're just like minor buffs that you'll get, and it seems to be, I'm assuming it's based on the friendship levels you have with the other characters that you have in your team, because you can have multiple characters in your side of your team as well. So but the card effects I've got on here are Double Up and Proliferation. Those effects are doubles the amount of gold received from a monetary item at a certain rate and reduces the enemy base points by 2 for each enemy you defeat, which can be pretty useful during a fight. So this is what I've got on Platter at the moment, but I do have different ones equipped on different characters. So I've got that equipped on Oka, I've got that equipped on Mitsunari, I've got that on Wang. And then you can do things like enhancing the cards, which will add different attributes to that card. So these are the different kinds of effects you can have on there. So you got Acrobat. When you're fighting in battles or when you're killing enemies, you'll get materials, and you can use these materials to add those effects onto your cards. So you can there's a way for you to customize the way you want each character to be, but it seems like you're going to need to find a decent card before you can start upgrading, because it does seem like some cards you'll get them, but some of them won't have slots, some of them will have slots, so some of them are going to have random attributes affixed to them already. So it's going to be, it seems like there's a little hunt inside of there for loot, which I like. I'm a big fan of like loot hunting in games, even if it's very minor systems. Then you got enhanced attributes. This just enhances the elemental affix they have on there. So you got darkness, you've got things like love. You have darkness and love. Love, I'm assuming, is like a charm effect if you hit enemies. I haven't really used these effects too much as of right now, but that's what I'd assume. And you got destroy cards, you got create cards, and you got sell materials. Those are pretty much like self-explanatory. Then you can go inside the inn. Inside of the inn, you can visit the hot springs or talk to the people that are around in town. It does seem like when you speak to people, their bond with you increases. It seems like that. Now, when you go into the hot springs, the same kind of thing will happen. There'll be there'll be like character events or little cutscenes that'll play out inside of there. But when I say that you can get points for your characters, you can see that Oka right now, she's an associate. Then we've got acquaintance for Apuna, and then we've got friend for Sophie. As you play with certain characters, like you got your party leader, and then you have different members. With the members that are in your party, their affinity towards the leader will increase as you do missions and as you do a few other things and as you complete their quests. So right now, Sophie's a friend because I've been using her from the very beginning, and it seems like I get extra bonuses based on the friendship level with the other people in my party. So you're going to want to increase their levels or their friendship level with you or with the leader if you want to get like the best party setup you can. Or you're gonna want to find characters or party members that can complement the leader a bit. Because I'll show you when we get into battles, every single one of these party members are gonna have their own hero skills that you can see on the side, and these hero skills are gonna be either attacks or buffs. So you can, with Placta, if she was inside of a member slot, she would heal the party. Oka, she creates a barrier that protects you from damage. Apuna gives you elemental status effects on your character when you're doing normal attacks. Sophie shoots rockets, and Horo, I've never actually used Horo I've never actually used a hero skill, so I'm not entirely sure, but I'm gonna test it out when we get into battle. So I threw her in there to test her out for like my first try. So I'm gonna see what she's like. Well, first try as a member. Usually I usually play as her as a normal character, but let's just stick with this party for now. Then we got our hero cards that you can equip onto the characters. That's pretty much what I showed you before. Then we got the hero info. That just goes over details about your character, the different movesets, and the games they came from. And there we go. You can see our hero skills. But enough about this. This is pretty much like the basics of what you can do with your character. I'm gonna go ahead and get into battle and show you what you can actually do in there. There's like a few slot machines and arcade machines dotted around, and I have no idea what those things even do. But we're gonna go ahead and get into a battle. Let's actually get into a normal mission and see what it's like compared to other games that are Muso style. I've got to say, from what I've been playing of this so far, it is a lot of fun. All of these little icons are going to be missions. This is your mission select screen, basically. So you can return back to the sanctuary, or you can just pick a mission head and take part in different missions to get certain things. Each icon... Oh, yeah, and this will happen as well. You'll just be walking around, or you'll just be moving around, and some of your friends will find items for you. And money. Thank you, Sophie. So these icons are going to be for story missions. There are apparently different branching paths for the story and different or multiple endings. But I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what will happen if you were to pick one of these. Because as I've been going through, there was one. Oh, thanks for the items. Thanks for the whip of love. Wow. I'm not too sure if you pick a certain story mission, will it cancel the other missions out and you follow that path? Because I started with this was like the only mission that I had available in the field at the beginning. I didn't pick it up and I started doing a bunch of side missions. And as I did more side missions, more main story missions popped up. So I'm just wondering whether or not, if I pick one of these main missions, whether or not it'll cancel the previous ones. I don't know. It probably won't. Probably let me continue along. Wow, they generous party members. They're just giving me stuff as I move around. Thank you for the deck of cards as well, dude. And every now and then you'll get like a mission that seems to be pretty random that will just pop up and it'll have a timer and you'll have to pick that mission if you want to do it there and then, or it will disappear kind of like this. And you'll get some missions that will have the same kind of things will pop up on other missions from the looks of it. There'll be some. There we go. There's another one. The little exclamation points are going to be challenge missions, so they're going to usually have pretty like tight restrictions on things you can do in there, or your objective that you need to complete, and they're usually a little bit harder. But you'll find there's different icons for different things you can get. So you got the treasure storehouse. This is the treasury. You can get loads of things if you complete that one. Then you've got monster's nest. The monsters attacking the village. You'll earn large amounts of EXP if you defeat them. So pretty much each one of these little icons are going to tell you what you can do for each mission type, and each mission type seems to have a level attached to them, so you know which missions are probably going to be best for the character you're using, or the character's level that you're using. All right, they just keep popping them up. So we're going to go ahead and pick a... Oh, found some loot. A Plaque to See hero card. So we're going to go ahead and pick a mission. Let's see what mission pops up. I want to see what a random... There we go. So let's go ahead and do this one, production base. Since it popped up, let's go ahead and do it. So I'm assuming all of these missions that just pop up and they're not an icon that stays on the map, I'm assuming those are all going to be randomly generated. So it just brings you into like a randomly generated mission, and then you just do what you need to do. I'm assuming it's that way, because they always seem to be different from what I've seen so far. Alright, so what do we need to do inside of this mission? Alright, this is I don't need to mess around with the team. Let's go ahead to battlefield. The defeat conditions if Tamaki is defeated or the allied main camp falls. Yeah, so we need to just pay attention. It seems like in this game, from what I've played so far, it's very easy for me to ignore the objective and go off and do random other things, and then you end up losing the battle because you're focusing on killing random enemies or fighting other people instead of actually doing the objective. So I kind of need to pay attention. Okay, so main force is approaching. Secure the entry route to slow down the enemies. Combo skills. You can combine certain hero skills. Use a combine. Oh, okay. So we're learning some more stuff. So you can combo the hero skills together to make things a little bit stronger. So that is something I'm going to do now. So now we've got 3 enemies coming after me. So you can see there's like stars above the enemies' heads, and there's a number in the stars. There seems to be a little bit of a mechanic in the middle of missions where your characters, it's not like they level up, but it seems like there's a bit of progression. I think it's called bravery. So there's like a star in the corner of my screen as well, and it says 1. So right now I do a decent amount of damage to people that have 1 star, but my damage is lessened against people that damage is lessened against people that have like a higher star than I have. So it seems like the power of your characters is going to be influenced a bit by the star rating of the characters in the mission, along with your character's level as well. Oh, I got some stuff. Nice. Alright, I took him out. So we're going to head over and take over this camp now that I've got rid of those 3. Since this is a level 1 mission, and I think Plaque is level 10, it's a little bit easier for me to wipe through some of these enemies. But from what I've played of it, from what I've played of the game so far, it can get challenging if you stop paying attention to what you're doing, or when you're fighting actual normal enemies. Okay, so we've taken over. Well, we haven't taken over this base yet. Oh, we have taken over this base. So what am I? Swiftly capture the main camp. Oh, the main camp. All right, time to head down there. So there's a few other things that you can do inside the battle as well. So if I was to hold down right back, or I guess R1 if you're on the PS4. If I was to hold on R1, so now you can see that there's a level 10 enemy there, and you can see he's got a skull icon over his head, or a danger icon over his head. That means that Golden Captain? What is it? What is a Golden Captain? Is that some sort of a rare enemy? We don't want to fight that guy right now, or we probably could, but there's a good chance we'll die against him because he's got 10 bravery, and we need to kill other captains or captains that are closer to our oh yeah, we don't want to fight this guy. Not right now. Let's go and increase our star a little bit more before we can take him down. And it seems like there's another one up there, so we need to we don't want to be taking on any of them right now. And we need to go and fight something that's more appropriate to our star at the moment. And it seems to increase your star rank if you fight enemies. He's level 7. Yeah, let's get back to the beginning of the mission. Let's go and fight something that we can actually handle at the moment. We need to fight something a little bit more level appropriate. So it's interesting that there's even a little bit of a progression system even within the missions themselves. So you actually need to go and attack some of the lower bases beforehand, and almost it's not really leveling up, but it kind of is. So you need to get your star rank. I can't remember what that system is actually called. I think it's called bravery. You need to get your bravery to the same, or at least close to the level of the opponent you're going to fight, and it's usually captains. There it is, bravery. There we go. Bravery leveled up to 4 now. So you need to get it at least a little bit close to your opponent if you want to be able to take him down reliably. So we got a level 6 bravery captain here. Usually if you're just fighting like the general kind of enemies or the captains, they don't really pose too much of a problem. It's when you're fighting one of the named characters or the actual characters that are from like other games, they're the ones that you need to be aware of. Yeah, so if I push right back or R1, then it brings up the different kind of skills that you can do with your party members. So I was mentioning earlier that the different characters had different abilities they could use. I'm gonna go ahead and use Horo's one, because I've never actually seen it before. So we've got Absorb, so it sucks everyone up into the ball and I guess deals damage to him, which I'm assuming is going to be pretty useful. And another thing you can do, let me take over this base. Another thing you can actually do is, instead of using right back to call in your enemy to do an attack, you can call them in to do something else. So let's get rid of this. We need to get rid of this captain. You can call them in to assist you. So I've switched characters, and now I'm playing as Oka. So now it's me and it's Placta that I'm controlling. So I'm controlling both characters, but I can bring Sophie in. So now we've got 3 characters that we can fight with at the same time. And then I guess I can bring Apuna in, and then now I'm controlling him and all of us are doing our attacks. So he can bring all of the characters in to do like a joint attack if we don't use them to do their hero moves. But it's only a temporary thing. These party members will vanish eventually, so it's not something that you can keep doing all the time. There we go. So now they've gone back into a cooldown. They're still going to be there assisting me, but I can't control them and I can't request them to do an attack. Okay, so we've captured this area as well. It seems like my main base is under attack, but it doesn't seem like it's been under attack by anything that's going to pose much of a threat. Who is shooting? Okay, I need to go ahead and take over a certain base. There's some, if you have some bases, well, there's markers on the map. There's certain bases that are going to do different things to different parts of the field. If you have a base that's marked as an arrow, it will shoot arrows. If you have it marked as a bow, it will shoot arrows over to the nearest other camps, and then you'll take damage from them, and if you don't destroy this base. So let's see, can we destroy this gold captain now? Let's see if we can take on this gold captain. Let's see if we can keep juggling him. Now it seems like we can actually damage him and we're not taking as much damage from him, but I still don't know what this gold captain is. I'm kind of curious. I don't know if he's anything special. But all I know is I've got to be careful. I've got to be careful, and I've got to make sure that there's nothing going close to my home base. Because if there is, then that's gonna cause a lot of problems for me. That's the main thing that was getting me last time. I wasn't paying attention to what was happening on my main base, and I would always lose my main base because I'm too busy occupied with fighting random things like this. I'll see, oh, this guy's gold. Why is he gold? Does he give me any more? Does he give me anything rare? Then my main base gets destroyed. And I can see right now that there is something moving towards my main base. So I need to make sure that my main base does not get destroyed because I'm going to have to run down there. Can this guy even die? Oh my god. Alright. Oh, okay. The gold dudes drop a ton of money. Alright, now I need to head back to main base. I've seen what this guy can do. Let's get back to main base. Let's defend it. Because I can see there's a sorcerer inside of my main base. I need to go and take him out. And then we also have the rush system on top of all of this. There's a lot of systems in this. There's a lot. But I'll probably save rush until a little bit later. Every time you... At the beginning of the match, I believe you start with your rush charged. And when you use it, you're invincible for about 20 seconds and it just lets you wail on enemies. You can just go on and on and on just fighting enemies. You know what? I think I'll do it now. Let's rush. So you got 20 seconds, and the more enemies I kill, then the more your party members will assist you and increase the amount of time that you can continue doing it. And you just pretty much have enough time. You pretty much just have much time as you can, or you have to keep it going for as long as you can, so you can just keep increasing the time and then keep increasing your combo, so you get better rewards at the end of it. So you want to keep killing. You want to keep increasing your KO count. You just want to keep it going, keep it going. And then after you get 1,000 KOs in the normal game, or outside of that mode, or outside of rush mode, if you get 1,000, then you get another star again. So it's probably best to use it before you get to 1,000 kills, because by the time you reach 1,000 kills again, or as soon as you reach 1,000 kills, you get another one. All right, seems like we defended our base a little bit. Let's help out these guys over here. Let's clean it up just a bit. And then now we can make our move on a little bit more. So I'm going to head all the way up to the main area now. It seems like I've defended what I need to defend. So let's go and take out the main base. And hopefully inside of the main base, I'll get back to 1,000 so I can get my rush mode again. But yeah, these are like the basic systems I've seen so far. There's probably like another layer on top of this. But so far, like, first impressions of the game are pretty good. It's enjoyable. It's strange, like, in terms of the Muso games, I do like the Dynasty Warriors games, but recently I've been finding the spin-off games much more fun. It feels like KOEI TECMO make games that are not the mainline Muso games, or the ones they make from other companies. It seems like they make those more enjoyable than their own like Dynasty Warriors games. Or at least in my opinion. I just enjoy these because they don't take themselves too seriously and they're just a bit crazy. And I like that. Whoa, Iron, chill out. Whoa. Wow, stunned, and I got knocked out of the area. Alright, okay. You want some of this? I'll give you some of this. So I'm actually really enjoying this. So let's switch to... Oh, okay, it's over. She died. And I actually got my rush back as well. Mission accomplished, but what rewards did we get? I'm hoping I got some good cards for the rest of my team. Victory. Oh, come on, that clear time? That C rank's alright. Maybe. That should have been an A. It's okay. So I've got a bunch of materials I can use to enhance or learn some skills. Oh, the gems are S rank rarity? Okay. So we got a Placta card with plate armor. We've got a Horror card, another Placta card, and we got a Puna card. It seems like you get the cards for the characters that you have in your party at the moment. I do have other characters. Oh, there is a cap to the amount of cards you can have. Uh-oh. So I need to get rid of like a useless card. Oh man, let's get rid of, I don't want to get rid of any, I don't want to get rid of a Placta card. Let's get rid of, you know what, let's do it. Oh yeah, it has to be a Platter card. You can only have 20 of each character cards then, I assume. So let's get rid of that one. At least it converts it into gold. That's good. Looks like we're learning today, and we got some more regard points or friendship points. All right, now we're gonna head back into town, and let's go into town and see if anything else is unlocked. Let's go and see if the hot springs are open. I mean, why not? The game does have a main storyline to it, but it's generally going over my head. I'm not really paying attention to it, to be honest. Okay, so it's open. Sometimes there'll be like little scenes where you'll talk to the people, or sometimes it'll just be nothing. It'll just be like you enjoyed time with your friends. There you go. But yeah, that's from what I've played so far. I'm enjoying this. I'm gonna put some more hours into it. I actually want to play as all of the characters, unlock everyone. It's enjoyable. Like I'm having a lot of fun with this so far. Even though I've only been playing for like about 4 or 5 hours. Not a great deal of time, but from what I've played so far, it's actually a lot of fun. Warriors All-Stars. This is the PC version. You can get it on PS4 as well. I'm not too sure if it's on Xbox One, but I do know it's on PC and PS4 at the very least. It's a fun game. If you are interested in picking it up, then you should be able to grab it now. It should be out. It should be out now. Steam version works really well. Haven't tried the performance on the PS4 version, so I wouldn't really know about that too much. But for what it is, it's an enjoyable Muso game. So if you're into those kind of things, I can recommend this one, based on my first impressions. I will be making some more videos very soon. So if you want to see more of those, then subscribe. And if you want to see those live streams I keep talking about, then follow me on Twitch. And follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links to all of those are in the description. I'm going to be making some more videos very soon. But until then, I'll see you all later.